Hey guys, what's up? This is Dustin, and I know it's not Tuesday, but I had a lot of crap come up, and I'm just now getting to update. Not that I noticed the other day I was looking at the videos I'd uploaded so far, not that there's really much space between them, but I've got a lot going on, and uh, it's easier to talk to somebody that, I don't know, it's easier talking to you guys than it is to the shrink, I'll put it that way. Um, she was actually really easy to talk to. I actually did go to the appointment. Got another appointment set up for the 29th to see the therapist. Hello, Meg. This is Meg. This kitten is up for grabs. Her mom, actually Sammy, came from this is her sister. And we have two others, and we're trying to give them away, except for the two males. Not that we have any problem with the females, we just don't need any more kittens, and can't afford to have them fixed, so bye-bye. Anyway, yeah, I went in there and talked to the therapist who actually evaluates people to see what other therapists they need to be with, or need to go see. I actually dated a therapist student once, or a psychiatric student, or something like that, and let me tell you, everything about our relationship she decided to analyze. It wasn't, I don't know, if she wasn't stoned, she was analyzing something. And sometimes while she was stoned, she was analyzing something. So I got out of that relationship pretty quick. Because I don't do drugs. And I mean, if you have to smoke pot for medical reasons, or if you have a lot of anxiety and that's the only way you think you can handle it, then, you know, by all means, I guess. But I just wasn't into it, so her and I didn't last very long. She asked me if I saw things, heard voices. I was like, no. The thing that actually irritated me the most was she kept asking me questions. She'd ask me a question, and then she'd ask me, like, first she'd ask me, like, where did you work? What is your work history? Things like that, and then she'd turn around, and after I'd give her an answer to that, she'd ask me a question about, like, my family history and all the bullshit I've been through in my life and all that stuff. And then she'd turn around and ask me the same question again, just to make sure I wasn't, I don't know, lying or something, or crazy, or imagining things, or had 9 personalities going in my head, which I knew I didn't. I've only ever had the one personality, but I don't know, I like it. Makes people laugh usually. I actually had her laughing after a while. I was telling this, different stories, like how I came out, things like that, and I actually had her I had her doubled over, and that, I'm guessing, is not easy to do to a therapist, though, because she was really serious, so I'm guessing that was probably a first. But anyway, she's very nice, and I was out in the waiting room filling out paperwork. Turns out I only have to pay $10 a visit, because right now I have no income because I have no job. And since I have no insurance either, it's pretty much all covered in dollars, so that's good. And I can make payments, which is even better. And then my mom, we were out in the waiting room, and I'm tired. My medicine just kicked in not too long ago. What are you doing, Furball? What are you doing? Anyway, we were sitting out in the waiting room. I'm filling out this paperwork and stuff, and everybody there is just really nice. And my mom's sitting next to me because, you know, she's the only family member in my house that drives, so she had to take me. And it asked your gender, and I remember, I don't know, I think I told you guys I wasn't too sure, since this was a small clinic in a very small town, whether or not they took FTM and MTF people. Well, guess what? They do. We don't have a gay bar in my town. We have no pride festivals. We have nothing of the sort. We have no groups, no anything for high school kids, nothing. But we have an MTF and an FTM therapist. Which I actually found kind of humorous, since we don't have anything else. And anyway, my mom made me not check that I was FTM, pre or post. She made me check female. Yes, at the age of 23, my mommy made me check that I was female. Well, I really didn't like checking that I was female, but I'm actually physically not changed yet, and I just slightly brought it up to the therapist that, you know, my grandma had insinuated that I was a man, which she did. When I was 12, she told me I should just go have a sex change, because I was so manly. And actually, I started out as a tomboy. When I was a kid, I had dolls and Barbies and stuff like that, and I played with them once in a while, but I played with Ken dolls more, actually, because I could make them, you know, drive trucks and stuff. And I played with trucks and toy cars and all stuff boys like to play with, you know. Once I reached the age where I was able to pick my own clothes out and stuff, I shopped in the men's department, even for underwear, things like that, which my mom didn't really like either. I've always been more masculine in my behaviors. I've gone through phases where I've tried to please other people, so I have acted very, I don't know, it always felt like I was trying to fit my mind into someone else's body when I did it, but I always tried to act very feminine at certain times so that I could fit in, so that I wouldn't be talked about or rejected by anyone. And I'd already been through so much rejection by the time I was an adult. It was pathetic.